Hi folks, welcome back to The Addicted Bookworm. Okay, it is lovely Thursday, everyone. Alrighty, so I have now started on my next pile of books and I started on Switched by R.L. Stine. As I said in yesterday's video, this is the last physical Fear Street book that I own. However, next week I will be purchasing the next two books from eBay. I got my eBay account back. If I've mentioned this before, sorry for repeating myself. So what is this book about? Well, let me get my glasses on because everybody knows I'm blind is bad. So it's about a girl called Nicole. Two girls, Nicole and Lucy. Nicole is kind of this girl that really, the impression I get from her in the first 4 chapters I have read of this book is that she honestly does not take anything serious, I don't know how to say, I would say take seriously, but that's not exactly true. She just, it's kind of hard to describe her. Her parents are always, she says, in her face because obviously they want her to do very well in school, and she just, it's one of those things that's like, until you become a parent and you have your own children, you don't quite understand why your parents were the way they were back when you were younger. And she has, I don't know if Lucy is her friend or just a classmate or something, but Lucy has like everything. She's pretty, she's got a really, boyfriend. Her life is just perfect. And Lucy confesses that, she's having a really bad time, and they decide to go to a artifact known as the Changing Wall. Now, I'm gonna be honest, okay? For people that have never read anything from R.L. Stine, especially Fear Street, nothing in Fear Street is bricks and plaster. It isn't. There is always something twisted in these items. So these two go to the Changing Wall. And there is stories about the wall. Even though it's not really like super well known, there is stories. Like, Fear Street is made up of nothing but stories. And apparently, people would drag people to this wall. They would climb on it under false pretenses, and then they would jump. And they would switch bodies. Now, did the Fears use this wall for some of the stuff that they did? I don't really know. But what I do know is if I lived in this world and somebody said, hey, let's go to Fear Street and let me show you a wall in the middle of the night, I'd be like, I'm fine. I'm fine. Yes. Fear Street makes you rethink your life choices. It does. It absolutely does. Anyways, so the whole basically story is that they switch bodies and they get to live each other's lives. And of course, because this is Fear Street, something is going to happen. Anyways, I read the first 4 chapters of it. They've already made the switch, and I'm enjoying it. I actually read this book when it was in its original cover back in the mid 90s, maybe a little later into the 90s. And I will say, I do miss the old cover. I am really not a fan of this cover, and also the language has been updated. I'm not really a fan of that. However, I will continue to read this book because it is part of my TBR pile. Okay, so today I have to be at work at 5:30. Tomorrow I'll work at 5. What I will do is when I wake up tomorrow, I will read chapters 5 through all all the way up to 11. And then I'm off on Saturday, and I'm going to read, I'm going to at least try to get this entire book finished. And then once I do that, I switch over to my Kindle, and I will be reading one of the 2 books that I have on my Kindle. Though I will tell you, I will actually be using this one. And don't let the black screen fool you. It's not damaged. I just still have it in dark mode. Okay, so that is my video. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in the next one.